take us through what you were experiencing in that initial save penalty and then the video review and then the successful retake? What was that like from your side of it?
What was it like for the fans? I mean, the referees got it right. VAR got it right. You could clearly see on the replay that he can't step forward. He can go sideways, but he can't step forward. So for me, it was just like, Raul's not going to miss 2 in a row. I mean, he's just not.
Matt?
What was this week like preparation-wise? I know there was some possibility that the game could maybe be postponed. I know that it ended up going on as scheduled, obviously, but how do you think that impacted your preparation?
Nothing.
Kind of came in here.
I mean, look, our club, all of the doctors, everybody that was involved, gave us up-to-date information all the time. I mean, as a guy from this city, I think we've handled the response fairly well. I mean, there's been no panic. There's been no, it's on every news cycle, every platform, everything, and we didn't overreact. It is serious, and I thought our preparation was like almost a normal week. You can't say that those guys don't think about it. I mean, that'd be silly. They do. But we got the best information from all of our doctors. We're up to date. Garth and those guys are keeping us up to date. So hasn't been any issues. And then the response by the fans tonight, there's a lot of pragmatic people like myself there. I mean, I thought the fans were great tonight.
Mark?
Last week you talked about wanting to get Raul more involved in the game. You could say that he definitely was involved today with the goal and 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah.
Did you change any plans during the week to make that happen? Or?
We always try and work and refine the way the team plays. And last week we put a lot of effort into getting the ball into Raul, making sure he's in the right spots, crossing references when we get the ball into the prime assist zone. Where is Raul? When guys are facing different directions, how do we just make sure that the team is on the same page? And then tonight I felt that he was coming off the back line a little bit, was able to get the balls at top of the box and had some shots, a few shots from distance. Normally, when he's a little higher inside the penalty box, a lot of those shots are going to go in. So we'll refine that as well, and we'll keep working at it. But we were very happy that he scored the goal. And, it was a big part of our attacking movements tonight because I thought we were pretty good in attack.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, the stats were pretty heavily in your favor. Did you feel like that was fairly reflective of the way the match went?
Except for the one stat that I really liked, the duels. Other than that, Jeremiah, yes. I thought we played well in spurts. I think the second half when we really were, getting on top of them, we created a lot of good looks, a lot of good chances. I think Jordan against the kid that's not a left back, we moved him over there. Jordan created a lot there. Nuhu came on and did a great job, kind of sparked the crowd, got in behind a few times. So, yeah, I was pleased in some ways that we were able to create that many opportunities. It's just, you got to finish plays.
Jada?
You got Gustav and Yamar together.
Yeah.
What did you think of that defensive work?
Well, Gustav was a beast because really he wasn't supposed to play as long as he did. So it just shows his resilience, his mental toughness. He was running out a little bit of steam there, and then, we wanted to make sure that there was no injury risk coming from his first day back. And Ymar, you guys saw what he brings. He's a tremendous athlete. His recovery speed, his ability to duel with big forwards. Jazzy Zardes is a big guy, big kid. And so that was an interesting little tactical, matchup to watch. But he played well, played very well.
Matt?
I've heard you mention how you and Tommy, when you walk out together before the game, how you often kind of look up and take in the crowd a little bit. What were you thinking tonight as you came out? And I know there had been some question about.
I thought it was close to normal. When we first went out, Matt, to answer your question, I know you were going. When we first walked out for warm-ups, there wasn't that many people in the stands. And we were like going, well, are people going to show up? But at the game time, by the time the game kicked off, I thought there was a lot of fans there, and they were great. Like I said, they were loud. We heard them. I thought it was again, being a Seattle guy, it was a great turnout.
Felipe?
So, Coach, since the game, the intensity at the end of the game was really high, So what does it take for the team to play before the end of the game to that intensity?
Well, it's a great question because before the game, Steph had come in and said, look, we're not going to wait until we get scored upon first before we start going. And so 2 weeks in a row, that happened. So we will try and address that. Again, I told the guys that, we want to be a team that's hard to beat. And again, that goal, of course, credit to our opponent because it was a good ball in behind, but there were a couple of moments as that play was developing that I thought we could have played a little bit better defensively and kept it at 0-0. And then as the game wore on, I think we started to take control of the game.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, Miguel Ibarra obviously had some tough finishing last week, but he was getting into dangerous spots. He finished the goal today, but it was waved off. Is that a good thing for him to get the finish, or is it a more frustrating thing to have it waved off?
I told him it's coming, that he'll eventually get the goal and, hopefully have a breakthrough. But again, you see what the kid brings. I mean, he's goal dangerous, which I like. He had some good moments today again, so I'm happy to have him on the squad.
Mark?
You had Christian playing as the number 10 today, which was different from at least how you lined up in the first half last week. How would you assess his performance?
Very good. I mean, Christian has the energy. Nagby's a really good player. And he was in there with Artur. And a lot of times in the first half when we weren't quite on, the same page defensively, Christian had to mark both of those two guys. And he did okay. At halftime, we made some adjustments. I wanted João Paulo to push up a little higher. We, again, wanted to step our pressure a little higher. But, Christian's got the good motor. He's got the good durability, strong kid. It wasn't easy for him tonight.
Art?
Right, back to the bigger picture. All teams and leagues now are considering options for the future, and it's hard to know where it's going to go. But a couple of options that have come up are the possibility of postponing games and or playing in front of an empty stadium, strictly from a coaching standpoint, not from a business standpoint or anything. What are the consequences of those two options, would you say?
Well, I'll let the powers that be talk about postponement. Obviously, that would condense or you'd miss some games, or I don't know how they'd solve that. So from a coaching perspective, what are you going to do? Are you going to bring the team in to train when we're not playing games? I mean, we'd have to cross those bridges when that decision is made. But as far as empty stadiums are concerned, I mean, then you'd have to generate your own atmosphere. I mean, our fans have always been one of the reasons why we love playing at home. The energy down in the south end, the energy around the building always helps the guys play. And so that would be an odd one, to play in an empty stadium. It'd be like, okay, well, we're playing, but, something's missing. And I would just try and drive the players to control what they control. We as coaches have to control what we control. And if the games go on, great. If there's changes to be made at a league-wide level, we'll adapt.
Harvey?
You alluded to Nuhu's ability to energize the crowd a little bit. Apart from what he can contribute, from a technical perspective, is there any added value to being able to introduce a player that brings that quality as well?
Yeah, Nuhu's been getting better. I mean, his final product is getting better. It needs to be a little more consistent, but I mean, you saw he had a couple good chances again, and his crossing's getting better. We're working on it in training on a weekly basis. So, if he can get everything together, if we can bring the whole package together, the kid's going to have a bright future.
Danny?
Kelvin was pretty involved in the attack, and what did you think of his performance tonight?
Good. You see the quality, Kelvin's quality. You talk about Nuhu. Kelvin's got the early cross. He can pick out Raul. He can pick out targets inside the box. So, again, that's one of Kelvin's strengths. And then, his relationship with Jordan on that side was pretty good. Or if Christian's over there, Kelvin's a pretty cerebral player. Kind of picks his spot, when to go forward, when to just provide support. So he was good again tonight.